What is going on, fam? So, guy left a comment, said that he wanted me to like do a review of my 14 LP Big Tex Dump trailer. So, here it is. The Big Tex 14 LP dump trailer. A couple things I really like about it. One is having this kind of bigger, gizmo gadget contraption here. And at one of my junk removal jobs, I found this hitch, this pedal hitch right here. And I don't know, I threw it in the garage and I thought, man, maybe down the road or something I'd use it or whatever. Well, when I went out to buy this trailer, instead of using the old hitch and ball, I bought one of these rings for 50 bucks and popped that on there. I'm actually going to get some pins for it. Saw a guy online that uses pins for it, and I'll probably even get the bigger one of these so I don't have these extra couplers in here, because it makes it a little cumbersome, to slide the thing in and try and get it lined up and get the pins, or get that pin right and everything. Anyway, one of the things I strongly suggest with your Big Tex is get yourself a spare tire. I mean, you'll just feel a lot better pulling in and out of these dumps and some of the different places that you'll be going. At least I do. That is for sure. One of the things I don't like about this trailer, however, is the setup that they have on top of here. This right here comes with a bolt and like a lock nut, and to get it on and off is a little cumbersome, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna use pins. But I have found that if you don't use those when you're dumping, things can spread out, the walls can spread on you, and then it can become a pain. So with that being said, good idea, I guess, to be using that thing. But anyway, this is after about 30 jobs, and I've got to tell you, this thing is a blessing. A lot of people complain about these rings catching a lot of stuff, and as you can see right there, that caught a lot of stuff. However, when you go to do scrap, or I don't know, I think I can deal with it, because I'd rather have a place to strap something down in here. You can see how they're up there. I don't know if you can really see them, but you can see they've got them up in here. I don't know, I like a lot of places to tie stuff down, strap stuff down when I need to. I really like that. I also like that you have this little standing area right here, and it's pretty solid. I like that a lot. I really like these a lot if I put the tractor in there or something, Bobcat, what have you. I also love the spreader gate. Obviously this right here just adjusts how much you want coming out of there at a time. These are all real super sturdy. I mean, I'm on those things constantly, so it's thunder. I'm just standing on this stuff all the time, and this is nice too to have. But I give it a big thumbs up. Now this gadget up here is another complaint. You would think they by now would have come up with something that works a little bit better than this deal here. I don't know. I guess it works, but it's just a pain. It's just a pain the way they have this thing set up. You'd think it'd be a little bit easier to deal with. I don't know. Maybe if there was a box or something up here, and I don't know. It's the only dump trailer I've ever had, so I really don't know the difference of having one that has a better netting system on it or whatever. But in here, it comes with, some straps, some of these rubber straps, and a rope for your net. Pretty nice rope. Show you that. This here, it's got that nice little, tie thing on there. It's kind of cool. But it feels real durable and everything. One thing I was a little curious about, really doesn't have a fuel level on here. on my tank. But man, this thing seems to like just, you know, work, man, pretty good. You know, it's kind of nice. This thing here, I usually just throw it out on here when I'm dumping, leave it right here, and you know, hit my up and down. But as far as just making life easier, I mean, this is what I used. This right here is what I used for all my jobs before I got this trailer. I didn't have any other trailer. Didn't have, like, you know, a lot of people use like Gardner you know, trailers or whatever. I use this 8-foot bed, and then I have a 5.5-foot bed in another truck, and we just take both trucks. I was gonna get a small trailer, but I was kind of busy, and I just, every time I went to go look at them or look at one, it'd cost me $2-3 grand for anything like what I would want. And so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna keep stacking the cash, and then you know, get one of these guys. So that's what I did. But anyway, here's that bar I was telling you about that goes across the back there. I got this on a junk job today. I thought I'd throw it in the back of the truck because, you know, you never know when you might need a jack. But those buckets are a must. You know, carrying garbage cans to and from, you know, long distances, people just put too much. You just end up putting too much in them. You know, obviously you need your multi dolly, good broom. Let's see what else I got in here. I'll show you. Really, this is really all I take, and my sawzall. And I have a sawzall and a leaf blower in the back seat. But this right here is a must for junk removal. I got this right here. I had a junk job. This axe. This right here. Also a must. A must. That or a sledgehammer. I busted my first sledgehammer, so I've just been running with that. Also, let me show you something else. Let me show you something else that I recently added to the arsenal while we're on dump trailers. This right here I got at Harbor Freight. It's a nail roll. And I have used this past week 3 times, I think, on construction cleanup jobs, and one guy just couldn't believe how many nails I was getting. I strongly suggest getting one of these and throw it in there, man, if you got, you know, $15 or whatever I got it for at Harbor Freight, because that bugger has come in handy. I had one customer who was all impressed that I was going to nail roll his yard after I picked up all the debris. And I also grabbed a couple of these guys from a junk job right here. These are really cool cones. Well, you just pop them out. There you go. Throw them right out in front of the truck. You know, in a lot of places, these have come in really handy. As a matter of fact, just today, used it on 2 different jobs today. If you're going with truck and trailer, I mean, a lot of people like, you know, the NPR type setup or whatever. I looked at those. But what I'm going to do is get under a kind of a box truck dump setup that has a Ford XL cabin chassis, and it's got a dump on it. So I'll put him in that, and then he'll be able to, you know, I don't want him trying to mess with this, you know, maneuver the trailer, but I love having the trailer, man. Anyway, you can see in here. And here's, I got my DeWalt set up in here. I also carry some of this, you know, wrap around some boxes that may be coming apart or something. And obviously the leaf blower. You gotta have a leaf blower. Gotta have your yard signs too. Make sure you got your yard signs. And I also got these mattress covers. Never know what kind of mattress you're gonna run into. And that come in handy, I'm telling you. I also got a moving blanket that I carry in those big old zip ties, because if I run into some hardwood or something and I'm going to throw it in the back and I'm still piling all kind of stuff in there, I don't want the hardwood thing to get messed up. I keep that hardwood stuff right out there in the barn, and you know, give it like a week or so. If the girls can do something with it, then great. Of course, We just ordered a case of this. Can't have too much of this. This fogger, this thing just kills them all, man. It's just crazy. I love that stuff. We use that a lot. And then we got our Hefty bags right underneath the blanket there. I don't know if you can see the Hefty bags. You gotta have them real durable, heavy duty Hefty bags too. And I'll show you just from the past couple of days. One of the things I really like about this dump trailer is I'll load up all of the junk, you know, dumper trash, and I try and really push it all up into the front, you know, to try and keep the weight all up there as much as I can. And then the way I have my farm set up here is when I'm coming in, I make this loop. The dump is just right up the road here. And what I do, I'll dump everything out right here. So like, I don't want to take the paint to the dump. I don't know how it ended up in the trailer today, but it did. But like all this scrap, I'll just dump it off right here. And then once a week, I will load this up. You know, once this pile is probably 3 times this big. I got this lawnmower today. And you know, then I'll take it to the scrapyard. I guess I took some of those. I got this old, we were gonna dump this today, and then Thunder said, no man, let me clean it all up. So I'll give him like 2 or 3 days. You don't get it all cleaned up, you know where it's going. To the dumper. So the dump trailer lets me put all the tools in my truck without much problem, and I got a cover for that, so I can cover that up and lock the stuff inside that I need to be locked up. And then I can just come right around here, pull in here, back up, open the doors, throw out this kind of stuff, and then pull over here in front of these doors. I've got this so I can back in here now. And I just back right up into here and I unload hardwoods. So if it's hardwood or something nice, then I'll bring it in here. So I've got hardwood doors. This is a bunch of farm stuff I got this week. And then this trough over here I use for all the wires. So I cut off all the wires. Once I fill these up, then I just run them through the stripper. Pick this up here at a job too. And then all the chemicals and stuff like that end up, you know, ended up in there this last couple of weeks. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. So we've got a place that once I think it's either a month or every 2 weeks or something, I should be able to take it. And then anything I want to test electronically, I do it right here to find out if it's any good. There's some really good cans of paint, so I kept some really good cans of paint. And then all my tools I just set right here, and like these toolboxes I still got to go through, and then I just separate them, you know, standard, metric, whatever, you know, screwdrivers, wrenches, sockets, and I've got 2 more sets of toolboxes to go through. And then over here on the other side, you can see I put all my buckets that I collect and gas cans, and then like all the roofing stuff is here. Basically this corner over here is all the farming stuff, and I got a bunch of people that live in my area that I tell them what I have and they just come get it. So I throw it in here so that way they know those are big double gates over there. I just open those up, they come in and they take what they need. You know, like if it's horse stuff or, you know, just farming equipment of any kind. But I had the hugest pile over there, and one of my neighbors came over and they just cleaned it all out. So, and they're real happy. So that was really cool. So I told them like once every 2 weeks, they can come over here and grab all that. Come on, Dix. Here comes the Dixer. So, you know, it's easy to say that, hey, you know, dump trailer is good and all this kind of stuff, but what I just showed you really was very cumbersome and very difficult without this dump trailer. The fact that I can pull up in here, open those doors, pull out the scrap that I want to scrap. I mean, I don't go digging through it, and I'm not, You know, I'm not scrapping every piece of anything. It's mostly just the bigger items, the real heavy solid items. There's some hoists and some stuff over there I didn't show you that we got today. And then I just, when I pull out, I shoot right over here to the dump. It takes me about 12 minutes, I guess. 14 if there's someone there. And then I just wheel it back over here. And I'm ready to go. So my goal, I guess, is probably to get another one. I was really looking at a Diamond C, but I didn't want to wait. I was kind of itching to get one, and man, am I glad that I went ahead and got this thing, because I just can't tell you how much easier life has been as far as like doing my little operation here. It's really nice. A couple other things I didn't mention. You know, the ramps are just right under here. You see the pins? You just pull the pin and pull the ramps out. That's really nice. Obviously, I think I showed you these. These legs are nice. You just drop those down, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did hit my bumper once, right here. So I got to be careful with that. I was turning around, and you just would not believe the spot. And so I didn't even know I did it. And so gotta be real careful with that. But man, this truck is a workhorse, and I love this truck. So like I said, I was gonna go with an XL truck, but I don't know, man. It's just nice to get in there and have all the creature features, I guess. I already had the truck, so there you have it. But anyway, that there is the setup, and here's the other one. Basically right now what we use this for is marketing. I'm getting this thing all stickered up, so you see got the yard signs in here, a few buckets in here in case the girls come and help us. But this was the truck that I did all my roofing out of, and originally started doing this business in. And if you don't have a dump trailer, you know, I mean, you can do this job and you can do it well. But if you get the opportunity to get a button, when you get to the dump, scrapyard, whatever, you got them big doors, and you hit that button, that whole operation takes you maybe 5 minutes. Pull forward once, maybe twice, and you're out of there. You're off to your next deal, you know. I know a lot of these guys use all kinds of different trailer setups and stuff, but the bottom line is that right there is huge time saver. So let's say it takes 15 minutes to unload a regular trailer, and you do that 3 times, that's 45 minutes. I mean, how much can you load in 45 minutes? You know what I mean? How far can you drive in 45 minutes? You know, it's probably, I don't know, what do we get? What is it, 150 bucks an hour or something, or more that we make? I don't know. I've never really broke it down to hours, but it's a lot. So anyway, I give the Big Tex a thumbs up. I haven't had it that long. Somebody asked me to do a quick review on it, and I think the review should be told with more than just the components on it. You know, what somebody likes as far as the components. It's how do you use it? You know, what are the benefits that you have from it? And the benefits for me are being able to separate stuff a lot easier, being able to carry all my tools in my truck and lock them up, drop the trailer, run across town, bid jobs, whatever. So basically I can leave somebody working and loading this and jump in the rig, go bid another job, because I like to bid jobs on site. And it is, I'm getting my hay cut right now, so that's what you hear in the background. I hope it's not too loud. But if you you know, are looking at one of these, look at your whole operation. You know what I mean? And see if it fits that operation. That's what I did. And for me, this fits my whole operation. And it seems to be a quality product. Like I said, you know, I've 30, maybe 33 jobs or something now with it, and have no problems. As a matter of fact, it feels like it's gotten easier to use. So with that being said, man, Big Tex is part of the fam.